Hello and welcome to Hype Train Production News. It's time to hop on the rails for some news. First off, hi there, I'm Jack. I'm British. As you can tell from the accent, it won't be that much of a problem. First up, we have some Final Fantasy news, and everyone loves a remake, or apparently, because the new Final Fantasy, which is a remake of the international version of Final Fantasy XII, which isn't really an international version. It was called the International Zodiac Job System, but was only released in Japan. The remaster is scheduled for release in 2017 as the Zodiac Age. It will be released first for PS4, but there is no word on whether it will make the transition over to Xbox yet. It'll have the standard autosaves, and there will be a mode called Trial Mode, which nobody really knows what's going on there yet, but we'll soon find out, because Square Enix have an event coming up at E3. Unlike Pokemon, they are actually redoing it. They are doing it with new graphics, retooled system of fighting in general, just updating all that. And also they will re-record the whole of the soundtrack. Every screenshot that has been released so far has been in English, so we're definitely expecting this to come to the international audiences. For all you horror fans out there, it's a sad day. Horizon Road has been cancelled. The spiritual successor, or game based on PT, has unfortunately had its Kickstarter pulled. There was an offer for it to be published by Team 17, who are behind Yooka-Laylee and Worms. However, this deal fell through, and as of now there is no real reason yet why the Kickstarter was pulled, because it could have been published by another company, but we will soon find out in due course. Talking about the next few weeks, E3 is here. The biggest gaming event is coming up, and it's not for us normal people, so we'll have to get the news from the actual press. We'll be covering as much news as possible from the actual event itself, and we hope to give you the best news there is around. We know most major publishers will be at the show, which runs from June 8th to June 15th. A whole 8 days of gaming news. We can't wait. The show will have features from Bethesda, EA, Ubisoft, Microsoft, the standard Nintendo Treehouse Live, and Square Enix, who will just be streaming Deus Ex forever, because that's what they like to do. That's their IPs. Trolls are terrible people who want to destroy the world. But finally, the world is fighting back. This is a news story straight off of Twitch, where people like to do the thing where they donate to streams, and then once the streamers have spent all that wonderful money that their perceived wonderful donators have given them, they recharge it back to their account on PayPal, and they make the Twitch streamers lose a lot of money. The 18-year-old troll in question this time, however, charged over $50,000 to his parents' credit card account, donating to Twitch streamers. He then tried to recharge it back from PayPal, and PayPal said, we are not having any more of this, and they're not getting the money back. So well done PayPal, fighting those trolls as you should. All we know is he's going to be grounded for a long time. That's $50,000. That could buy Mars bar in England. Watch Dogs 2 has a trailer. After the leak earlier this week, the company has put out an official trailer of Watch Dogs 2. When the protagonist is accused of a crime he did not commit. Wait, no, that's the wrong franchise. The protagonist in this case, in the new Watch Dogs, titled Watch Dogs 2, is a man of colour, which, thank God, Watch Dogs, thank God we need more men of colour as protagonists in our video games. Good on you. He's accused of a crime he has no part in, and then goes on to fight the authorities. And he has a sweet mace that's like a DIY mace, and he swings it around, it's all cool. This one actually has a lot more hacking than the first game, which is good, because that was one of the only bits of the game that made it revolutionary and good. And finally, the driving looks fun, because you need that in an open world game. You need good driving in an open world game. So let's look forward to this release with trepidation, because we know how it went last time. Did you have a horrible accident and now have missing limbs? Good news! A few creators such as Razer, Open Bionics, and Eidos Montreal have created some Deus Ex themed prosthetics. So for all you Deus Ex fans out there, and you just happen to have a missing limb, you can get a prosthetic after your favourite Bionic man. The Bionics come in two forms. You have the titanium arm and the Adam arm. We haven't got many details on them yet, but they're probably just different stylized forms of the arm from Deus Ex with the Bionics. It's not probably going to have Bionics, because that's future tech. Even better news about this is it is open for all. That's right, this software is going to be open source and anybody can download it, specify the prosthetic to their needs, and then 3D print it out. So if you do happen to be missing an arm and want to look like Adam, grab your sunglasses that don't have the arms, put on your prosthetic arm, and go kick some ass. Got a last bit of news today, and it is about Overwatch. Rage quitters beware! Overwatch ain't having none of your... The developers have elaborated on their penalties for you leaving mid-game. So you get a penalty for leaving mid-game, and they base it on your games played versus your games completed. And unfortunately for us with potato internet, aka me, doesn't matter if you're timed out or if there is a connection issue, that will count against you in the long run. So what they're saying is that if you're found to have just dropped out or rage quit games, you are going to unfortunately get a 75% XP loss from the XP that you earn in the next few matches. So can't get them sweet loot boxes in Overwatch. This has come on top of the lifetime bans that Overwatch has been handing out for cheaters. So yeah, Blizzard really ain't having none of your crap. Have fun, Overwatch players, don't cheat and don't rage quit. This has been the news for today. I have been your host, Jack Davis. You should like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, comment and subscribe on this video, it's all good, and follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at JackDavis9. I will be posting probably a lot of stuff about football in the next few days. Come on, the Euros!